Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's the Skorpion. I have a very special guest on the line. He is from the show Baldwin Hills. And tomorrow night is the season finale, which comes on at 10 o'clock p.m. His name is Etienne Maurice. Welcome to the show.
What's going on?
Thank you for coming on to the show. So,
no problem at all.
My first question is, what does your name mean?
My name means Steven in French. For a lot of old-timers who've watched my mom on TV, she played a character by the name of Etienne on It's a Living. And apparently it's a male name, and they use my name as a woman's name on the show. But it means Etienne in French.
So do a lot of people mess your name up?
Oh my gosh, a lot of people. I'm surprised you got my name right on the first try.
Well, that's because I had to watch the show.
Yeah.
So what made you go on the show Baldwin Hills?
I mean, at first I wasn't really too interested, and then I found out that money was involved, and I could put that money towards college, and plus I've seen I know a lot of people on the show, and I've seen previous seasons, and a lot of the vibe that I get from the show is that it's all negative, and it's all about drama. Mm-hmm. And so this year I try to make it into a positive thing just by being myself and not trying to get caught up in the drama. And I think that's one of the major reasons why I'm not put on the show that much.
That was going to be my next question.
So, yeah.
Okay, so how did you and Garen become friends?
Garen and I have known each other since I was in 7th grade. We met each other at a tutoring center. And so ever since then, we kept in contact, and we just randomly got connected through Baldwin Hills, back together.
Okay. So what do you think of Tyler?
Tyler, I've also known her since I was in middle school, and so we've also grown up together. So, the whole Garen and Tyler situation, I'm always caught in the middle. So, I mean, it's like I'm trying to be the peacemaker, you know? But, I mean, I love both of them to death. You just gotta settle the differences. This disrespect and hating on each other is there's no purpose.
I mean, I didn't like the way, Tyler was talking to Mariah, because if you are friends, you're not supposed to date, someone that's a friend of yours ex. So how would you feel if one of your boys dated your ex?
I would feel betrayed, But I mean, Tyler, she's had her eye on him for quite some time, But even though it wasn't even Tyler and Garen, they weren't that close enough to be to be mad at each other like that for dating her ex, So they weren't the best of friends. They were just more acquaintances getting to know each other, and then that's how that whole problem arose.
Wow. So what can we expect to see on tomorrow's night season finale? Because I know
more drama, more. you see. I'm gonna give you a little preview that I tried to help the situation out, and the outcome wasn't too pretty.
Wow. Because I was more interested in seeing them on the screen than anyone else. Maybe it's because I love drama, but
everybody does. That's why we have the show.
So is this how it's like as a typical teen and growing up in Baldwin Hills?
I think some people are getting the wrong idea of Baldwin Hills. I mean, back in LA, we just do. It's very chill. It's not cold. It's all sunny. It's we get to do whatever we want. You just call up the homies and be like, hey, you want to chill? We want to hang out. But then, there's sometimes there's a serious side where you gotta buckle up and start doing your work. But I mean, one of the advantages of living in LA is you get to do what you want freely.
Wow. Now, my next question is, how was it like to see your mom on Moesha when you were growing up?
It was all funny. I never really realized my mom was on TV when I was young. It was until I started to like till I got to like the second and third grade where I started getting used to it, and everybody was like, "Hey, isn't that your mom, Mama Alicia?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that is my mom." But I mean, and like a lot of people tried to get close to me when I was little just because my mom was who she was. So I had to pick my real friends from my fake friends. But I mean, it's nothing to me seeing my mom on TV. I'm just proud of her and support her whenever she does.
Now, would you be able to tell us something about your mother that we don't know?
Something about my mom that people don't know? I don't really think there's anything that people don't know about my mom. Because, like, if you can tell from, like, my Sweet 16 and Baldwin Hills, she's a strict mom.
Yes.
Like, she likes to put her son in place. But, I mean, I just gotta follow by her rules, and sometimes that may be a little hard. But, I mean, I'm a teenager, so I just gotta do what she says sometimes.
So no talking back, right?
Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that.
Because your mom she does seem very tough. And then another thing that came to my mind is diva, because of how the way she was, like, on camera. Like when she was telling you I was watching the Sweet 16 episode, and she was just like telling you how to pose. And,
and that's how it is in the household. She's always, if something's not right, she'll snap right back at you and be like, "No, you gotta do this, this, and that." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my God. My fault."
Okay. So, I also know that your mother is a strong activist for HIV and AIDS. And she has an annual event, Diva Simply Singing, which benefits people with HIV and AIDS. What was it like to have Baldwin Hills involved in this year's event?
I think it was really important because a lot of the youth don't understand that HIV and AIDS is really hitting us hard, and I think the youth should be involved. And I thought Baldwin Hills would be a perfect way in order to get the message out towards the young people around America, and to be more specific, young black kids in America. Because I don't think people are really understand how serious it's getting. Like I was just on the internet recently, and the CDC, the Center of Disease Control, just got new information that the epidemic is worse out in Washington, D.C. than it is in Ghana, Kenya, and West Africa.
I just recently read that too.
And people in Africa would think that, like, people here in America would think that it would be much worse in Africa, but no, it's here in our home country. That's serious. It's scary.
Now here's my question, because my co-host Mikkel and I, we had a talk about this, about children learning about sex in school, and I think that children should learn at a very young age, like around 8 years old. What do you think about having sex education in school to prevent HIV, AIDS, and all the other STDs that's out there?
Man, I think it's really important for parents to talk to their children about HIV and AIDS and sex young. I mean, having the mom that I have, my mom has been telling me all about it ever since I was little. And I mean, a lot of parents might think that it might be disrespectful or it might be against their religion or something, but in our household, it's something totally different. We're open. We have open conversations about that stuff, and I think that kids need to know these things in order so they don't make mistakes as they get older. And I think that's important because, I mean, let's face it, all teenagers make mistakes. But like once you have it in your mind, like what to do and what not to do, it should be no problem.
So, what advice do you have for people that's living with HIV and AIDS?
Just keep pulling through. I mean, all I have to say is all you have to do is just wait and tell other people who might not have been as educated as that person might have been, like, to wear a condom, get tested, and to talk around your community and tell people the different information about HIV and AIDS. Tell them what you know. Google it, because they have a lot of interesting stuff on Google. So just be active in it. Like, for instance, me, I have a YouTube channel. Go on youtube.com/eMaurice1. And I'm about to put up my first HIV and AIDS youth video blog on YouTube. So you'll get a lot of the behind the scenes stuff from the last Diva Simply Singing's event that you saw in Baldwin Hills last week. Mm-hmm. So I have like interviews with Patti LaBelle, Raven Simone is a good friend of mine, and it's some fun stuff.
You know, honestly, I was a little upset with BET on the way that they did that episode. I think that they should have dedicated the whole half an hour to HIV and AIDS and your mother's show, because I think it's something that's very big and that people still don't really pay attention to. They just
really
sweep it under the rug. But HIV and AIDS is very serious, and a lot of people need to become aware of it. And I always say, especially when I talk about sex, is to always use a condom, no matter what. Condoms save lives.
And I thought they should have edited that better. Mm-hmm. But I mean, yeah, man, it's BET. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
So will you be returning for season 4?
Man, I don't even know if Baldwin Hills is picked up for a 4th season. So I'm not even thinking about that right now. I mean, hopefully we do. But if not, oh well. I mean, Baldwin Hills had a great run. It had a lot of positive things and some negative things, but I mean, we'll see what happens. You know, I'm trying to go to college early. Mm-hmm. Thinking of studying at Morehouse for my senior year. I'm not trying to waste my time my senior year in high school. Trying to do bigger and better things with my film. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay. So what is it that you would like to become in life? Because you're still young.
I want to become a director, editor, actor, kind of following along the footsteps of my mother. Except my mom, she wasn't into the whole editing thing. I'm pretty sufficient in that, so I'm trying to go to NYU. So like after I do my 1 year of college for my senior year, probably at Morehouse or Tougaloo or wherever, I do well there and probably transfer to a better school like NYU or Columbia or Florida State, or USC. But I'm not trying to stay out here in LA. So
okay. So it seems like your mother has a very big impact on your life.
Yeah, she has. She really has.
What is the best advice so far that your mother has ever given you?
The best advice my mom has ever given to me is just listen and stay focused. You don't have to talk all the time when you're in any situation. You don't have to talk. Like, all you have to do is listen and start to see like what the other person is saying. Because a lot of the times people just talk, and not realize what they're saying. So it's like you gotta stay focused and study what you're learning, and don't just jump right into the situation. You know, just listen and stay focused.
Okay. So I just want to do I want to do like some of your favorite things. So I'm gonna ask you 5 things.
All right, cool.
Okay. So what is your favorite food?
Favorite food, Jamaican food. My mom is Jamaican, mm-hmm. and we've grown up I've grown up on Jamaican food, so yeah, Jamaican food is my favorite.
What about your favorite sport?
Favorite sport, basketball. That's one thing a lot of people don't know about me. Like, I've started to realize this. Even my close friends, they don't even know that I play basketball. Wow. But yeah, I'm pretty good at basketball.
Who's your favorite singer?
Favorite singer? Dang. I have so many favorite singers. But I think one of my favorite singers is the late Luther Vandross.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Luther Vandross. I miss him. I remember when I first met him, when I was with my mom, we were in Las Vegas, and we went backstage to visit him. He was so nice. He was a genuine person, but I'd say Luther Vandross is one of my favorite singers.
And what is your favorite subject?
Favorite subject that I'm taking is video production. Video production is my favorite subject. I love editing films and directing them.
Oh, okay. So, here's one more thing. What is something else about you that people don't know?
Something else that people don't know is that I write poetry and I write songs too. I haven't done that lately, but because it's school and stuff. But yeah,
I seen one of your videos last night. I was watching it. It was about the one where your coach passed away.
Yeah.
That was really deep, and I really liked that. I just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. That was a project that I did last year for my English class, and they said create an iMovie thing, and like that was when I was first starting like get really active in the editing process, and that was like one of the things that popped up in my mind. I was like, and it turned out to be like a real great project, and so I just recently like sent an email blast to all my friends who were in that accident in that video, because yesterday, March 15th, was the day that teacher had died, and that whole accident happened. So I thought it was pretty necessary to send that out to all my friends.
I'm gonna post a link of that video on this video so they can understand what I'm talking about.
Definitely. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
And I thank you so much for coming on to the show today.
No problem. Anything for you guys.
All right. Tomorrow night is the season finale of Baldwin Hills. It comes on at 10 o'clock p.m. And this is where Now the whole cast is going to be in Vegas, right?
Not the whole cast. Only everybody 18 and above. Garen, Mariah, and I and Tyler. We were all stuck in LA. Everybody else went to Las Vegas.
But we can still expect the drama, so I'm definitely going to tune into it. All right.
Yep.
So thank you so much for coming on. And what is your YouTube channel again, so people can
My YouTube channel is www.youtube.com/eMaurice1. EMAURICE1.
All right. Thank you so much again.
No problem. Later.
All right. Bye.
Peace.